Good evening. I'm Stephen. Steve. The more you get to know me, the shorter my name gets. My girlfriend just hisses at me. This is my first stand-up gig, and it's come at the worst possible time. It's still Lent, and I've given up being funny. But if you come round to mine on Easter Sunday, I'll be fucking hilarious. I'm in the bad books at the moment. Just ruined the second car in the last 6 months. Means I have to get public transport. Do I look like someone who gets public transport? 2 things wrong with public transport in this country: the public and the transport. Have you seen the public? What a load of weirdos. You sit on the train absolutely terrified about who's going to sit next to you. Is it going to be the nutcase? Is it going to be the fella that falls asleep and traps you in? Is it going to be the 40-stone fella that traps the fucking carriage in? You start acting like a bit of a nutty yourself so that no one will sit next to you. And then you get a complex when nobody does. Then nowadays you got the train manager. You know, it's not like the old days. You had the driver, the guard, and the fat controller that stood on the bridge and got covered in soot. The train manager is there to manage your experience. You know, he tries to be a comedian on the PA, which isn't as easy as I'm making it look. Then he walks through the carriage to check your ticket. I had one come through the other morning. Great, fantastic, cheers, thanks, fantastic, great, superb, fantastic. Imagine what he's like in bed. Bet his neighbours know. But then yesterday morning we had someone completely different come through. Tickets from Warrington. Those 3 words just sucked the life out of the carriage. Imagine what he's like in bed. Oh, Derek, do you want me, Derek? Can you get your feet off the seat? Derek, talk dirty to me, Derek. Someone threw up on the train today. Derek, take me to heaven and back, Derek. If you come back off peak, 2 singles may be cheaper. Oh, but obviously the bit I look forward to most about the train is getting off. You know, you're crammed in like sardines, you're running late. You've got to get up about 3 stops early to make your way to the door because of everyone blocking you in. It's like the gauntlet on Gladiators. You've got someone there to pummel you with a coat, laptop bag in the stomach, umbrella around the neck. Who needs a gym membership? Just go to work on the train. Oh, it's a nightmare. Anyway, my girlfriend's tried to cheer me up anyway. Last week she took me on a surprise weekend away. Why do we do that? I'll tell you why we do that, because if I didn't do that, then I'd have to say, my girlfriend took me on a surprise weekend away. A surprise is defined as an astonishing or unexpected event. This was neither astonishing nor unexpected for the following reasons. I'm only up here for 10 minutes, so my girlfriend took me on a surprise weekend away. She took me to a luxury hotel and spa resort. I say luxury because you didn't have to push the beds together. Spa stood for swimming pool attached, but we'll charge you loads for it. It was a dirt cheap offer. And it set up some sort of social experiment. In the red corner, you had the social elite, the regulars, the ones that know the fish knives, the funny shaped one. Then in the blue corner, you had the socially inept. Sorry, I'm putting it there. Okay, maybe I am. You know, the ones that aren't afraid to make their own bubbles in the outdoor hot tub. You done that? But, you know, they sit there all confused at dinner with the number of knives and forks on the table. For dinner, we sat in order of rank. We had the most rank at one end of the room. We were seated in the middle, which I was quite happy about, but my girlfriend, oh, she's never felt so high up in the world. She's from Runcorn, so she thinks people from Speak have got it good. She hates snobs, but you know what she said when the waitress came over to see if she wanted red or white wine? She said, it depends what the main course is. Oh, I love the way that Hale from Runcorn is trying to, you know, mix upper classes. I tried the same thing myself the next morning at breakfast. The waitress came over, tea or coffee? I said, it depends how brown my toast is. Didn't go down quite as well. Oh, but have we got anyone in from Runcorn? Hey. All I can say is poor bastards. How did you escape? Runcorn's full of busways, fuck all buses. Taxi drivers don't work when the footy's on. If you've got a car, you've got to throw a 6 to get up one expressway, join another fucking expressway which goes nowhere. But who decided to build a bridge across to it? I mean, you know, if you jump out of an aeroplane, you aim to land in a nice grassy field, not a fucking landfill site. Obviously someone in Runcorn decided to build a bridge to escape, then saw a witness and thought, fuck that, I'm staying here. But no, Runcorn, it's not all bad. Well, it is all bad, but you know, it's got a castle. It's got a castle, so obviously it needed, you know, defending at one point in its time. If you go up to the castle, there's some great views, but don't look too closely. You'll realise it's the rest of Runcorn witness speak. You might decide to throw yourself off before the chemicals from ICI kill you. It's full of wannabe Scousers, you know, orange-faced pyjama wearers with the thicker Scouse accents. Fortunately, my girlfriend managed to escape before she turned orange or, you know, wore PJs to the shops. But she has picked up the accent, especially that lovely, you know, clear the back of your throat. So just to recap, she hisses. She's got the accent. She's from Runcorn. Opposites really do attract. Sorry. Fortunately, I'm from Liverpool, and I'm a typical Scouser. I'm a teetotal quiz enthusiast that plays crown green bowls. You may laugh, but it was difficult growing up in the suburbs of South Liverpool. You know, I was only, you know, I had to rely on being given yesterday's computer, a Spectrum, when everyone was given an Amiga, then I was given an Amiga when everyone got the Master System when everyone got PC when everyone got the PlayStation. But the toughest thing of all, heartbreaking, only being given a Vauxhall Nova for my 17th birthday. You just can't get street cred in a Nova, and I still haven't got a PlayStation. Mum, make notes. But anyway, I'm sort of happy to be sort of middle of the hotel restaurant. Doing that again. But my girlfriend wants to climb the social ladder as high as possible. She's from Runcorn. She resents anyone better off than her. That means fucking everyone. So we moved to the Whittle. Well, I mean, when I say the Whittle, we're in New Ferry. Technically, New Ferry. But, you know, we can see the village, and Michelle's in here tonight, so we live in Port Sunlight. Well posh. We've started ballroom dancing. Well posh. And we've both got iPhones. Well, annoying. I like to use my phone to phone people. She likes to use her phone to control every aspect of her life. There is not one aspect of it which she doesn't have an application for on her phone. I suppose Facebook started it all off. I know there's some Facebookers in here tonight. And thank you for being here and not being at home saying you stuck at home doing nothing, update your status. But it's, you know, I'm on Facebook and I've got over 200 friends. Bullshit. I've heard that many people laughing in the last 5 minutes. But if she's not on Facebook, she's checking out her eBay application to see what shit she can buy. She's checking out her diet application to see what shit she shouldn't have eaten. She's checking out her cash machine finder application to bore me to death with that shit. I wish I was an application, then I might get some attention. When we get into bed, I have to post a message on her wall asking for some. I then have to do a compatibility quiz. And then go get a load of our friends to vote on it. To top it all off though, came in last night, expecting to go out to do the weekly big shop. And she was in there in the kitchen cooking. I thought that's odd because we didn't have much in. Guess what? She's dead excited. She's got a new application. Basically, you type in all the random rubbish that's in your cupboards and gives you a recipe to follow. She was well excited, but the chocolate spaghetti on a bed of smash just didn't do it. It's time for me to go now, but before I do, I just want to leave you with one thought. In January, we witnessed a miracle when a US pilot crash-landed his plane in the Hudson River and saved 150 people on board, and there were about thousands on the ground in New York. Thinking if he'd have taken off from Speke, would he have done the decent thing and avoided the Mersey and crashed down in Runcorn? Thank you.